Hey, this is my earliest day hiking. This is the first time I'm really hiking with my headlamp, and it's real cloudy. You might be able to hear it's raining a little bit. What's funny is that I'm the last one to leave camp. We met Beast Mode. I told you guys about Beast Mode. He hung out at this shelter because he wanted to start a fire and dry off all of his stuff. So that was cool. He's a neat dude. And then Indy is gonna try to do 30 miles today. I don't think I can. My right knee is feeling pretty sore today. I haven't taken any ibuprofen since leaving the Smokies, but I do have a couple ibuprofens with me, I disagree with taking them, and I believe you should hike in a way that your body can recover naturally. But maybe I'll take some ibuprofen. I have 2 knee braces coming in when I get to Parisburg. And so I think my knees have been doing very well. Thank you, knees. They have been carrying me long distances. I did 26 and then 20. And then today, hopefully I can do 23 or more. So we'll see, but I'm just going to take it easy and see how far I get. Yeah, and I'll catch you when there is more light. Hey-oh. It is light now. The rain's not too bad. Take that off, maybe. So we got a hawk talk for you. Yeah, little conversation this morning with Indy and Beast Mode. I can't remember how it came up exactly, but Indy was talking about practicing not caring, I guess. I'll give you an example and may have it make more sense. Is that she used to work at a bar, and sometimes people would be very rude, and so she would try to practice not caring, or, excuse my language, not giving a fuck, as there is a popular book out for the past few years called How to Not Give a F. And but I would disagree with that. I would say, no, it's not about not caring. It's about caring wisely. Caring wisely. That's what I would say. And so what I mean by that is, you got, I don't know, this don't have to be working in the service industry. You could be anywhere. It could be your partner. It could be anyone. But someone's acting impolitely or with rudeness or something like this. And instead of practicing not caring, you practice compassion, empathy, and understanding, and knowing that whatever is coming at you is not really for you, and so you can know that. You can know that this person is struggling. They have struggles that they cannot handle right now. They are not able to deal with it, because otherwise they would be acting more politely or more kindly. And they have struggles that they cannot handle, so they are acting impolitely or rudely or with malice, however, in that situation. And so I'm trying to put it into less words. So you can, have compassion for their struggle. Understand that right now, that the stresses of their struggles are now being pushed outwardly towards you or other people, and that's the understanding and wisdom, and then you can care, that this situation is hard for them, and that's all that there is to it. Hold on, I can say it better. I want to say it better. I had it better in my head, and I can't quite get there. Alright, I figured it out. So, they have their struggles. And so they have their struggles, and the stresses of those struggles are being pushed outwardly in an unkind manner. And that doesn't make it okay, but it does mean that with that understanding, you can practice compassion or caring. And with that compassion, you can act with kindness despite the rude behavior. That's what compassion allows us to do. Understanding and then compassion. So this person is not, they're not out to get you or anyone. They're just dealing with their own struggles in an unhealthy way, or in the best way that they can, which in this case is with, trying to add stress or misery to other people's lives. But then with compassion, you can still act with kindness for this person. Hello. I wanted to tell you guys, I was listening I don't do a lot of music listening while I'm out here. I do mostly podcasts and audiobooks. And I finally finished a book you probably heard of called Shogun. And that is a 60-hour long audiobook. It's very well done. It's got different voice actors. The narrator is got this awesome, deep growly voice. So, yeah, I don't know how much you know about Shogun, but it's about this Inglés, an Englishman from the UK back in the, 1600, about the year 1600, I think, when the Spanish and Portuguese were roaming the seas of Asia around China, Japan, Philippines, and I believe they were going through, what's it called? I don't remember. But they, I think they went around or through South America and went over to the Pacific Asia seas. So this is the first, I don't know how much accuracy is in it. It sounds like there's a lot of historic accuracy to this book, but I haven't looked that up. I haven't looked into it. But this story is about the first Englishman who traveled over to Japan on a Dutch crew. He was the only Englishman, the rest were all Dutch. For whatever reason, that's where the money came from. So he was able to get there, and then a whole bunch of, stuff happens. And that's the book. I won't go through the whole thing. But I wanted to say I finished it, and it was really great. But there was one line that I thought, at the very end, that I just really liked. It talks a lot about samurais and the culture of Japan back then. And it's very, very hardcore. Very, very strong statements that they make to each other. They commit seppuku, which is when they kill themselves with a sword, very, very readily. They believe in Buddhism and reincarnation, and above all things is honor and duty. And if you ever fail or disgrace, or have to live in disgrace of your honor, then you would prefer to kill yourself with dignity. In Japan back then, it wasn't a sin. It was frowned upon to kill yourself as a samurai. It was looked at as the most honorable way to die. So, anyway, there's all that stuff. And this one main character who is more so an antagonist, but his name is Yabu, and he's like one of the head samurais in the one fiefdom, or under the one daimyo, which is like a lord. And so he commits treachery, and Lord Teranaga says, now you have to commit seppuku, and you have to listen to your lord, or else bad things will happen to you. So he dies with dignity and does the seppuku, but they often will have a death poem for when they do it. And so he said what Yabu's death poem was. And it's like very simple and short. Maybe not simple, but very short. And it's, the clouds are an excuse for the sky. Life is an escape from death. And so I just thought that was a really interesting poem, and I liked it a lot, and so much that I remembered it without having to re-listen to it. Even if it was, I think I finished it like, I don't know, 5 days ago maybe, and I still remember that poem. Even though, I mean, it's like 2 lines, but I remembered it, and I'm impressed by that. So I wanted to share it with you. The clouds are an excuse for the sky. Life is an escape from death. So I'll let you think about what it means to you. A lot of chaos happening here.